Powerful quotes that are surprisingly relevant. Part 1. None are more helplessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free. That one comes from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, and there is a lot to unpack right there. The first point to bring up is that so many of us just believe things that aren't true, and a lot of the times it's because we don't know any better. We think we can see everything, but we can't. I once had someone explain the nature of the universe to me like this. He said, pretend the world is a library full of books, and your perception is like one shelf of books. And from moment to moment, you're only able to look at one page in one book, like one paragraph, one sentence at a time, right? And the really difficult thing to do is to just put that book back on the shelf and look around you and realize all of the books that you haven't read. In fact, the universe and reality, as far as we know, is probably so massive that there are rows and rows of more bookshelves that we can't even see, right? Because we can't see over the bookshelf that's in front of us. We don't even know how big the library is, and furthermore, we don't even know what's outside of the library. You might know what the definition of freedom is, and you probably have an idea of what it means to you based on all the things you've been exposed to in your life, but I mean, what do you really know about how free you are? I mean, how theoretical does this get, right? Big question. And the other thing he points out is that a lot of people falsely believe that they are free. Now, this feels really relevant, right? Because we've been talking a lot about freedoms in Western countries like the United States lately. And in times like this, it really does come down to a balancing act, right? Because if you want security from the government, right? If you want to feel secure and know that other people are looking out for you, you typically have to sacrifice a little bit of freedom for that. You want laws to protect you? Well, you got to follow them too. You want a big giant military to protect you? Got to pay taxes for that military, and you got to sign up for selective service, right? And I hear that they're trying to actually get women into the draft now, so equality. But politics aside, what does freedom really mean? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your family? Are you really free if you depend on banks and supermarkets and roads and the electrical grid? And if you don't want to depend on those things, how far is too far, right? Where's the line where you become a prepper if you start learning how to farm and buy a generator for your house and save up food for emergencies? These are the questions, my friends. What is freedom? Where do we draw the lines? What does it mean to us? And are you actually free, or do you just think you are?